Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market, where I cover different things that are going on in the stock market. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and God bless you. It's so great to talk to you. I wanted to quickly come in and let you guys know about an asset that I just acquired that I think is worth taking a look at. Basically, based on my research, I'm a big believer that Uber has a bright future. Most of the analysts believe that Uber's stock should be priced much higher than it is right now. And if you believe this sort of thing, then that would say that this could be a great buy to add to your portfolio. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and kind of break down some of what you might refer to as the bull case and the bear case for Uber stock. Remember, every stock has an upside and has a downside. Risk doesn't mean everything's going to always work out. Risk means that it could work out or it may not work out, right? So you want to understand that all investing involves risk, and also just a reminder that this is not investing advice. Give me a yes in the chat if you agree and understand that this is not investing advice. Let me know. Just say it to me so that we are all on the same page and we all understand each other. Give me a yes, just a quick yes, because I don't want people thinking that I'm telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm about to do. All right, so here is what is going on with Uber. What makes me believe that Uber is a good investment. And I just bought some shares of the stock. I'm probably going to buy some more over time. The bull case is that Uber basically is just so dominant in its industry. They have so much dominance that even the other companies that are also in this robo-taxi race, which I really think is going to be significantly important in the near future, they're all pretty much going to have to go through Uber to get access to customers. Uber's apps and everything, their technology is really solid. And I could see Tesla and Waymo eventually partnering with Uber to be able to get their robo taxis out to the general public and get them in to usage, right? Collaboration is typically in many cases better than competition. You don't have to constantly fight each other, and sort of have a winners take all mentality. You could just say, let's all work together and achieve the common goal. That's one of the things I think you should remember when it comes to business. Everybody ain't your enemy, and really the fewer enemies you have, the better off you are. Try to turn your enemy into a friend, find some common ground. So Uber has great dominance. I think the other companies are going to partner with Uber to get their own robo taxis out there. So even if Uber is not the first mover in robo taxis or the dominant player in robo taxis, they're still going to have a big place in this market. They're also highly diversified in terms of just the different things that they're kind of messing around with. Like they've got all these different, these different weight use cases for the app now, where they're getting into delivering all kinds of things, and they're doing stuff with trucks and Uber experiences and just all these other things that I think could lead to long-term benefits. Like they're doing freight now. When I was at the All Black National Convention, the rapper Jay Ortiz was at the event, and he's also an artist. And he basically said, he had this painting that he made at the convention, right? And he wanted to get the painting. He left the convention, and the convention was actually in Chicago, which was about 45 minutes from my house. And he said, "Hey, Doc, can you take my painting to your house?" And I said, "No, man, I don't want to take the thing to my house, and it's too big." And he said, "Well, you could call an Uber and get it delivered to your house." I said, "Uber doesn't deliver paintings. They would deliver stuff." He said, "Yeah, they do." So, and I looked at the app, and there was a little option that basically said, if you want to just drop something off at someone's house, not a person, but just like a thing, you can actually do that. And so that wasn't how I got it there, but I was really intrigued by that. And in fact, how many of y'all knew this? Did y'all know that up until like the 1950s, you could send a baby through the mail? Did y'all know that? That just a little stupid little side story. How many of y'all knew that? that literally, I don't know how long you could do this, but I believe you could deliver a baby through the post office. Did y'all know that? I think up until like the 1950s, and people would like mail their kids to their relatives. It's kind of insane, right? But yeah, um so 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 give me 1 second here. I'm looking this up. Yeah, so literally, I think, yeah. So let me see here. I want to see if I can research this. I saw a video about it. I know that there was a time. Hold on, because I meant to tell you all about this. I think this is just insane. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe I'm making this up. Maybe this is all part of my I don't know, made up memory or something. But yeah, I swore I saw a video that literally said that people could ship a baby through through the US Postal Service. Um in like 1920 or 1930. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I'm maybe I'm making it up. Don't even like quote me on that, because I don't want to be out here spreading fake news. I saw a video about it and it made me think that maybe this was true, but that's why you got to look stuff up again. So forgive me for that distraction. So let's get back to Uber before I start making myself look even dumber than I sound right now. All right, so basically, Uber, I believe, is a great place to consider parking some cash. Uber was insane because that company was losing money like crazy. If you look at Uber's profitability over the last 10 years, they're an example of a company that was able to operate for a very long time without making money, kind of like Amazon. They were losing billions of dollars every year, even when they were very dominant. But because they had support, and again, I talked to you guys about this, about access to capital, how important that is. They had access to capital that allowed them to operate even with major losses. So, like in 2018, I believe that they lost something like over $1 billion in that year. In 2022, they literally lost $9.14 billion, which was insane. Most people can't stay in business if you lose $9 billion in a year. But in 2024, they actually have a net income of 4.4 billion. That's a profit. That's pretty amazing. So effectively, what you really want to think about in terms of what supports black owned businesses and what we should be looking for when we talk about reparations is really access to capital. A lot of you have great business ideas that may not become profitable until year 4 or year 5. And my dream, Dr. King had a dream. I think it was like little white girls and little black boys holding hands or something like that. I don't want to hold hands with a white girl. No disrespect to the white women in the building. But my dream would be to see black owned businesses be able to be unprofitable for 3 or 4 years and still stay in business, so you can experiment, so you can hire people. You don't have to fire all your employees and get rid of everybody on your team just because you didn't make enough money last month. You're not living hand to mouth. And so Uber, because if Uber was a black owned business, Uber would not exist. If Amazon was a black owned business, Amazon would not exist. If Walmart was a black owned business, Walmart would not exist. There was a time where Sam Walton needed to borrow $1.5 million in 24 hours or he would be out of business. And he was able to get the money. I don't know if he would have got the money if he was black. Right. So when you talk to me about things like racism, that's what I think about. Right. I'm not just thinking about the simple stuff. I don't care about whether or not a white lady cuts in front of me at the grocery store. I care about whether or not we have access to capital and resources that are going to make us put us in a position to be successful. Now, Dina says there's no audio. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure. Dina, you got me paranoid now. Give me a quick yes if you can hear me okay. And as you do that, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I want to also let you guys know I do have a podcast. This podcast is on Spotify. So if you look up Boyce Watkins on Spotify, you'll find a couple of podcasts that I have there. And I hope you'll subscribe. We're black owned media. If you guys don't support us, we have no support. We're not a corporate outfit. We don't have celebrities writing big checks or big banks writing big checks or the government writing big checks. We're just doing our thing. And so your support really means a lot to us. And also, one thing I can offer you for free, I think this will help you if you're interested. I have this life class I created. I believe in success, hard work. I have a whole process I use to be successful. It helped me get through my PhD program, which was really hard. In case you don't know, there's not another African American on the planet that got a PhD in finance in the year 2002. Nobody, no, not a male, not a female, because it was really hard. So I kind of over time developed these processes to be successful. And it's a day-to-day thing. And so I kind of cataloged all that in Black Keys to Greatness. And that's kind of like the Dr. Boyce life class. So if you'd like to get free access to that, you can go to blackkeystogreatness.com. I made it free for anybody that wants to get some guidelines on how to do better. I know some of you, I've met young guys who say they look at me as kind of a role model, or people ask me to mentor them, or what is your formula? What's your secret? Well, it's in there, right? So feel free to go to blackkeystogreatness.com. I can't talk to every person individually, but I can share that with you. So feel free to go to that website. And it also gives you an invitation to our Powernomics training that we do every Wednesday. And thank you, Tanya, for your kind words. I appreciate that. So let me get back to Uber so I can let you all get back to your day. Basically, I'm going to buy Uber because I believe that their market dominance is going to kind of win. I think also that this company is going to continue to innovate and diversify. I believe also that they're getting more and more profitable every year. They've kind of gotten over the hump. I don't know if the markets recognize that yet. Now, if you want to look at the bear case, remember every stock has a bear case. Every stock has, it's like if you try to do something, it's like if two football teams are playing and you think one team's going to win, like we all thought Ohio State was going to beat Michigan, and until they embarrassed all the alumni on earth, which just I'm still angry about that. But anyway, but with that game, right, you might say, okay, Ohio State's expected to beat Michigan. Here's 3 reasons why Ohio State's going to win. But you also have the bear case. You can say here are 3 ways that Michigan can pull it off against Ohio State, right? If they can stop the run, if they can, if they can get the ball down the field, whatever, right? So every stock has a bull case and a bear case, why it's going to win or why it could lose. And in fact, actually, that's actually the foundation of quantum computing. That's kind of how quantum computing actually works. And that's why it's so fascinating, because quantum computing can look at at all dimensions at the same time. It can look at all possibilities at once. And that's why that Willow chip discovered by Google, they found that it can solve a problem in 5 minutes that takes our fastest supercomputers 25 septillion years or something like that, or maybe it's 10 septillion years. I can't remember. But anyway, so the bear case of this stock. And by the way, I see someone's asking what's the URL again. The name of the website is blackkeystogreatness.com. It's right there on the screen. So just look on the screen. It's right there, blackkeystogreatness.com. Okay, so the bear case is that there's always regulatory risks. Most Uber drivers that I meet are not happy people. I don't think it's unconditionally true all the time everywhere, but I rarely meet an Uber driver who's like, yeah, this is a great company. They treat us really well. This is really great. Most Uber drivers I talk to are mad because that they feel that they're being screwed by the company. They feel that the company is squeezing the hell out of them. And I believe they're squeezing them because they want to get rid of them. I believe that they're pushing toward automation. I think eventually they are going to eventually go really push over to the autonomous stuff, and all this, like paying human beings stuff is going to go out the window. But there is regulatory risk. Like, workers are getting more rights. They're defining them as employees. Different municipalities have different responses to Uber in terms of how they are viewed as a company. And so that's what you're dealing with. Also, their margins are somewhat thin. The market is seen as somewhat competitive, even though I think that's debatable because they dominate so much. But there is lift out there, and that can put some pressure on their profit margins. And then also there is some degree of economic sensitivity where consumers will buy more. They'll pay for more Uber rides if the economy's strong. If the economy goes weak, that could cause problems with the stock. But the thing is that, in my view, that's temporary. Economic downturns do not last forever. So none of that scares me. None of that pushes me away. I do believe Uber is a good place to park some money. So if you do have an interest in pursuing a stock like that, you can just buy some shares and set on something on autopilot where you're automatically investing once every week or once every month. And then over time, you'll accumulate shares through something they call dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is how people get rich. If you're consistent and you do this for a long time, then you will have more money than 80% of your friends and 90% of your friends who don't invest. It's very, very hard to save your way to wealth. It's nearly impossible to work your way to wealth. You must invest your way to wealth. That's what matters. That's what will get you there. Now, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you have a great day. And also, just a quick reminder, if you want to join our stock market investing program and do a free trial, feel free to go to drboycestockmarket.com. We do Stock Market Tuesdays. We have a lot of curricula. I tell you a lot of other stocks that I'm interested in. So feel free to join our really popular program. There's thousands of you that are enrolled, and people love it because the Black Business School, we're the best on earth at what we do. So feel free to go to drboycestockmarket.com. I wrote my dissertation on the stock market. I have a PhD in this stuff. So I can show you how to get started investing with $5 in 5 minutes. It's very easy to do. The only thing I ask you is that I want you to rob us. I want you to steal from us. I want you, Netflix doesn't want you to share your password and doesn't want you to let anybody else use your membership. Well, we actually are the opposite. We want you to share access to with your family. So it's buy one, get 5 free. So bring your kids, bring your spouse, bring anybody that you care about, and they can learn along with you. And so one membership covers everybody. So feel free to do a 30-day trial by going to drboycestockmarket.com. So God bless you guys. Have a great day. I will see you all very, very soon, and take care now. Bye-bye.